we are expecting an election coming up to be called in March for April. It's supposed to be, according to the province's election laws, a year from now, between March and the end of May is the election period, but we're expecting Prentice to call the election a year early.
And do we know, like, how would he get around that? Would he just go ask the lieutenant governor nicely, as I think
there's two ways of doing it. One is he can go back to the House, he's a majority, and he can change the law. Or the law has that loophole, like they have across the country with the fixed election date laws, where the lieutenant governor in any province, governor general federally, can still dissolve parliament or legislature on the advice of the prime minister or premier, because the lieutenant governor has that law constitutionally. They can't change that law, so Prentice can go down the hallway, talk to the LG and say, look, there's an emergency right now, the price of oil has dropped, I need to have a mandate to go to the public, and the LG is going to say yes.
Which is why the fixed election law was always completely ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And as Graham explains in his excellent column this week, we live in a parliamentary system and not an American Republican system, and the lieutenant governor has to have that power. That's the role of the crown.
So how did Prentice react to all these announcements of the various departures, those staying, those going? And I mean, do you get the sense that he's the one behind the scenes pulling these strings, or are people acting independently?
Well, it's a bit of both. You saw it last time around with Redford as well in 2012, 2011. What they do is they put the pressure on the politicians saying, I need to know if you're stepping down or going. But subtly, what can happen behind the scenes is that they want someone to go. They can put pressure on them to step down. It's all a case of bringing in new, fresh blood to give the appearance and to actually make it real that there actually are a new management, is a new team going out there for election. You don't want the same old people, you want new people to come in and change things. And the PCs have been very good at this, not only changing the leader, then the leader actually then forces or brings in change in the caucus.
And what we're really going to see, and what's really going to be interesting, as Sheila alluded to, is we're going to see some hotly contested nominations in a way that maybe we haven't seen in a long time. Those Wildrose members who crossed the floor to the Tories are going to face challenges in their riding. Someone like Thomas Lukaszuk, who has vehemently said that he's unlike everybody else, who's aligned with him. He is not leaving the party, and he's going to, I'm betting anything, is going to face a tough nomination race in Edmonton Castle Downs. It's going to be really, the pre-election is going to be quite a fascinating thing to watch.